Welcome to this explainer. Today we're taking a really focused look at a specific super widely discussed financial product. I'm talking about LIC's Jeevan Umang, also known as Plan 745. Now, if you've ever actually tried to read through life insurance documents, you know they can be, well, incredibly dense. We're talking actuarial tables, legal jargon, enough fine print to put anyone right to sleep. So our goal today is to literally cut right through all that noise. We're going to break down Plan 745 and focus heavily on the core concept and a concrete example, showing you exactly how it balances post-retirement income with whole life protection. And we're relying strictly on the official documentation to do it. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The fundamental philosophy behind Plan 745 is that it isn't just some cold mathematical contract. It's genuinely designed to be a warm, secure, family-centric safety net. Actually, the source material explicitly defines this plan as offering a combination of income and protection to your family. That dual purpose right there, providing for you while you're here and protecting your loved ones when you're gone, is the absolute core of the whole thing. Keep that dual nature in mind as we start looking at the mechanics.
Here's a quick look at our roadmap. We'll start with introducing the plan, unpack the core concepts, and look at the three big benefits. Then we'll walk through a real-world example and finally look at customizing with optional riders.
Section 1. Introducing LIC's Jeevan Umang. What is Plan 745?
So, the official document defines this as a par, non-linked, individual, savings whole life insurance plan. Wow, okay, that is a whole lot of heavy actuarial jargon, right? Let's translate that into human terms. Par just means participating, meaning your policy actually participates in the corporation's profits through bonuses. Non-linked is absolutely crucial. It means your money is not tied to the stock market, so your core benefits aren't getting thrown around by market volatility. Savings points to the income generation aspect. And whole life? That just means the insurance coverage doesn't magically stop when you hit 60 or 70. It goes all the way up to age 100. In short, it's a financial safety net that pays you while you live and guarantees a payout to your family when you're gone.
Moving right along to Section 2. Core concepts and mechanics, the orchard analogy.
To really grasp how this plan operates over a lifetime, I want to introduce a simple, visual mental model. I want you to think of this policy like planting and cultivating an orchard. There are basically two distinct phases of time you need to understand here. First, there's the premium paying term, or PPT. You can choose a term of 15, 20, 25, or 30 years. Think of this phase as actively watering and fertilizing your sapling, putting money in. The second phase is the policy term, which the document defines mathematically as 100 minus your age at entry. This is the lifespan of your orchard. Once that premium paying term ends, your active work is completely done. For the rest of the policy term, you just get to sit back and enjoy the harvest.
Section 3. The three big benefits: survival, death, and maturity.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how those benefits map onto a timeline. Let's assume someone chooses a 20-year premium paying term. Right at year 1, the death benefit, risk commencement begins. If the policyholder passes away literally any time during the policy term, the family is protected. But let's assume a nice long life. At year 20, that premium term ends. You stop paying. Then, starting in year 21, the survival benefits automatically activate, providing you with annual payouts. This just continues year after year until you reach age 100. At age 100, if you are still living, the policy reaches maturity, which triggers the maturity benefit, a final lump sum payout.
Now let's zoom in on that survival benefit, because honestly, this is the core selling point of the entire Jeevan Umang plan. The official documentation guarantees an annual survival benefit equal to 8%. 8% of what? Well, we'll get to that in just a second, but this 8% is the fruit of your orchard. It is paid out every single year from the end of the premium paying term all the way until the life assured passes away or until the policy reaches maturity at age 100. It's a predictable, totally recurring income stream.
So, the crucial point here is understanding exactly how that 8% and the other payouts are actually calculated. To do that, you need to know two essential terms from the source document. First is the basic sum assured, or BSA. Just think of this as your baseline coverage amount. It's the fundamental number that both your 8% survival benefit and your death benefit are based on. Second is the Simple Reversionary Bonus. Remember earlier when we said this is a participating plan? Depending on the corporation's overall experience, they declare bonuses during your premium paying term. These bonuses get attached to your policy, growing the final payout that your family will eventually receive.
Section 4. A real-world example putting numbers to the concept. All right, we've covered a lot of theory so far, but let's step into concrete reality. Because the most important question to ask here is, what does this actually look like in rupees for a standard individual?
Now, what's really interesting about this is how the numbers play out in a real scenario. Let's look at an example pulled straight from page 11 of the source's benefit illustration. We have a 40-year-old individual who decides to purchase this plan. They choose a basic sum assured of 10 lakh rupees. They decide on a premium-paying term of 20 years. According to the document, for a standard healthy life, the base annual premium before taxes comes out to 53,879 rupees. This is our starting point. This is the seed they are planting in that orchard.
And here is exactly how that math plays out over a lifetime. Look at the top row. During the premium term, so years 1 through 20, covering ages 40 to 59, our policyholder pays their 53,879 rupees annually. During this specific time, the survival benefit is zero. They are actively cultivating the orchard, right? But look what happens at age 60. The premium payments drop to absolute zero. The heavy lifting is done. Instantly, the survival benefit kicks in. The policy starts paying out 80,000 rupees every single year. Why 80,000? Because as we saw, the document guarantees 8% of the basic sum assured, and 8% of 10 lakh is exactly 80,000 rupees. This income continues every year through age 99, and that is completely independent of the final death or maturity benefit that includes all those accumulated bonuses we talked about.
Section 5. Customizing with optional riders, expanding your coverage.
Let's move on and see how this builds out if you want more tailored coverage. While the base plan provides that solid life coverage and the 8% survival benefit, you can actually add 4 optional riders to build on your base. You got the accidental death and disability benefit or just a standard accident benefit rider. There's also a new term assurance rider which simply boosts your death benefit, and crucially, a premium waiver benefit rider. That one is especially useful if the proposer passes away because it waives future premiums so the policy continues uninterrupted for the beneficiaries. The point is, customization is highly possible here. It allows you to tailor the exact protection levels to your specific life situation, all without altering that core 8% base structure.
So, what does this all mean? We've demystified the jargon, we've mapped out the timeline, and we've calculated the exact rupees of Plan 745. We've clearly seen how those active premium-paying years give way to a guaranteed 8% survival benefit, perfectly layered with whole life protection. But the ultimate takeaway? Well, that's a question only you can answer. Does the commitment of a 20-year cultivation period justify the guaranteed 8% harvest for your family's financial future? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep learning.